Hi guys, HeliGriff here. Just wanted to take you on a quick tour. Finally got the 600 rewired. Did a little modification to the ESC. Got it moved out away from the backing plate of the nose cone by using some spacers, and was able to run the wires back underneath. The objective of this modification was to get all the excess wires from outside of the frame. On the original battery configuration, my wires came out here, and that's because I'm using these very big, oversized 4,000 milliamp batteries, which are way too big for this helicopter. But I was on this wild kick when I built it a couple years ago to put these big batteries in here. And the wires came out, and it was just a mess up in here. The ESC, these leads were coiled around, sticking out here in a big bunch. I didn't like them. So the mission was to get this to be able to slide in and out like it was designed to do with these big battery packs, and keep all the wires hidden. The second objective was to get my on and off switch back here like my Trekker. Flip the switch on, it initiates the voltage regulator, the receiver, the telemetry unit, GPS. It all comes on with the flip of a switch. That way I can put my canopy on once I load the batteries, put my canopy on, and then not have to fool with the canopy anymore until it's time to fly. The third objective was to get the main packs wired up in the rear here, so that when it was my turn to fly, I could just go out, flip the switch, initialize, plug in the battery, and I'm off and running and flying. So I was able to achieve all that. I'll take split the video here, get the battery pulled out so you can see the prototype. I've got 5 more to do, and I will be doing them differently than this battery a little bit. This was just a prototype. It's pretty crude. I'll clean the other ones up quite a bit, but let me pop this out and I'll show you what it looks like in there. Here's the battery pack itself. Try to get a little better light on it here. It's pretty crude, but again, it was just a prototype. I had to do a little modification here. I'm sorry, the lighting's terrible. Had to do a little modification to the slide rail on the nose cone underneath. This track seems to go farther back. Well, it did go farther back, and I had to mill that out and get rid of it so that my ESC connectors could clear. The other thing was the battery leads were a little short, and so I ended up having to put in some bullet connectors to extend those out. I won't do that on the next sets. I'll simply remove all the leads from the batteries, solder on regular leads that are long enough. I would advise you that if you do this modification, get these ESCs all the way back to the back. This little 12S connector I'm going to rebuild because, as you can see, it's not slid on all the way. When I slide it on all the way, it kind of cocks it off to the left here, so I'll be redoing that and streamlining that. But the modification was to the tray. Actually, brought the rear battery up through the center. The forward battery leads have to come out along the side rail. Now, you would think that you'd want to pinch these all together, get them close. Actually, you can't. These need to be out near the edge because the inner slide rail in here has to pass between the wire and this rail right here. Has to pass between the wire and the rail. So these need to be out just a little bit. For the rail to slide in here, these need to stay in the center. Get your plugs all the way to the back of the battery. Do your 12S connector off the back of the battery, which is how I'm going to do the other 4 sets. No other modifications up here. But that's how you stuff 4,000 milliamps batteries into a 600. My charge plugs are easily accessible right here. They just kind of hide down in there. When I slide the battery packs in and out, I can push those down in there. But I can pull them out and have them easily retrievable when it's time to charge. Pop the 12S connector off, throw my charge cables on, and I can charge it. I never have to take these off the tray, and I have no intention to. So if I can, I'll try to slide these in and video it at the same time. That might be a little tough, so bear with me. It's kind of a two-handed thing. Hang on. Whoops, set the camera down for a little bit just to get this started in here. As you can see, the forward leads are to the outside. The back leads are in the middle of the track. And then I can simply slide this. If I can hold the Heli, slide it on the way back. Lousy video. I need a camera. Back in the back, it's a little tight, so I'll push up on the bottom of the battery. There, I got my click. And she's all in. Okay, sorry for the terrible video, but that's what happens when you're using your cell phone as a video camera. Okay, HeliGriff, we're out.